Hey, let's talk about the best lunch you'll ever buy. I'd like to share a quick story with you. So when I took on my first job, I worked at this company for a very successful guy, and we got to talking one day, and I was asking, I said, how do you get around super successful people? How do you get to ask them the questions that can help advance your career or knowledge or know-how? And how do you just get to be in front of these people to feel their success and understand how they got to where they're at? And I kept going on. And when I was done asking this question, he said, it's pretty simple. You figure out who has the success that you want to have, and then you figure out how to get in touch with them and just ask them, hey, could I take you to lunch sometime? Show up there with maybe a couple questions that you really want to know from this person. Sit back and listen and have an open mind and listen to what they're telling you. Now, this was a game changer for me at a very, very young age, and it's still something I do today. And let me just talk about why this is such a great idea to get around successful people. For one, if you're anything like me and love to eat, I will not turn down a free meal. So if somebody says, hey man, can I buy you lunch sometime? Absolutely, all day long. Where would you like to go and when? If I can make it work, it'll work. And secondly, if you're genuine about this and have a tremendous amount of respect for this person you're asking to lunch, the chances are they're going to be willing to help you and spend a little bit of time with you and maybe show you how to get to the next step or the next level that you're trying to get to. And I'll tell you, I recently did this a couple weeks ago. Met a guy, super successful, and he's doing things a couple steps ahead of some of the things that I want to do. Got to know him, really great guy, someone I think I can be friends with and develop a really good relationship, a business relationship with. And so I asked him, I said, hey man, you mind if I grab your number and we can go out to eat sometime? I'd love to buy you lunch. And he said, no problem. I'll help you any way I can. Just let me know when you're available. Well, a few weeks later go by, got settled in, and I asked him, said, hey man, can I take you to lunch? When's good for you? Now here's the pro tip. He said, yeah, we can definitely do lunch. The pro tip is mold your schedule and time around theirs. I asked him, what's best for you? Hey, he said, can you do Thursday at noon? I'll be there. What place would you like to eat at? He picked a place. And so we go there, was able to ask him a couple questions, but really just to be around him and understand his thought process and how he got to where he was at. A lot of times if you would just sit back, be quiet, and listen, you don't really even have to ask questions, because as they're telling you their story and telling you how they got to where they are, you can pick up so many nuggets and just understand, hey, that is why they're successful. These are the things that they're able to do. I went to lunch, had this really, really great time, be able to develop a really good friendship, do some business together in the future because of it. And by the way, when the ticket got there, they said, how will the ticket be split? Hey, just bring it to me. I got lunch. And he was very thankful. So something as small as a lunch, a couple burgers, doesn't have to be anything crazy, but just making the first step, trying to get to know that person. Ask them if you can take them to lunch. Ask them some really good questions. Listen, be attentive, have an open mind, pick up the check, and develop that friendship, and no telling where that will take you. Because I promise you, if you've ever heard your network is determined by your net worth, or your net worth is determined by your network, those are very, very true statements. You have to have people around you that are successful and on your team or willing to help you to become successful and build things at a big, big scale. So my tip for the day, find somebody that's successful that you look up to or maybe want to be mentored by or learn from. Ask them if you can take them to lunch sometime. Take them to lunch, ask a couple questions, listen, figure out how you can value them, pick up the bill, and I promise you, you will take a whole lot from that meeting, and that will be probably one of the best lunches that you'll ever buy. And once you do that, as you meet new people, you can continue that process and build out and buy many, many more lunches. Speed up your learning curve, learn from their mistakes, implement their successes, and watch yourself catapult to a whole new level of success. So I hope you found this video valuable. Please share this with somebody that you may want to buy you lunch, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye for now.